Morning. Let me get my water. Let me get my water, y'all. Let me get my water. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So I'm up working. I decided last night I was going to have an early start today. So I was literally up and dressed, fully dressed by 8:30 this morning. So right now I am submitting offers. I'm going to begin submitting offers. So the first thing I do before I submit an offer, or before me and my clients even start discussing where we want to land our offer, is I pull comps. So I got appraiser background. Most of y'all that know that understands that. So I have learned that just because a house is priced at a certain price point, that does not mean that's the value. So in order to not have problems once you get in a contract, once the appraisal comes in, I pull comps. And even if you pull comps, even if we do our job, this is a crazy market. And sometimes, even though we pull comps, appraisers might come in and still cut it, and then we have to rebuttal it. But I'm usually on point or pretty close. Or if I have a buyer that really wants a house, a seller that won't budge, I've usually already told my buyer and had discussion with the listing agent that I don't think this house is going to appraise, and what are we going to do if it comes back lower? So I usually have already had that discussion ahead of time, and most of the time I'm right. Because the seller doesn't always listen to the expert. Like sometimes we tell the sellers, our sellers, what we believe the house is worth. Sometimes we got to let the market show the seller what the house is worth. Or prove that what we told them holds to be true. Because remember, some sellers are selling emotionally. They put value into their memories, or the money they put into the homes that don't really increase values, or don't understand that prices change, the market changes. So, and then after I check comps, I'm going to check county taxes. You got to check the county taxes. So you want to check the comps, you want to check the county taxes, and then you want to kind of dig deep and make sure no surprises are going to come up. After we do that, after I do that, normally I have a conversation with the listing agent because I want to find out what's important to their sellers. I need to know what's important to this, especially if it's a multiple offer situation. Like, you'd be surprised. Not all sellers are leaning toward the highest price. Most of the time they are, because the most important thing usually is net. But sometimes you want a seller that's leaning toward whatever buyers can close fastest. So I usually do that. So this is my order. I pull comps first. Once my buyer says, this is the house I want, I love it, see what you can do. I'm going to pull comps. Because the price is not always the value. I need to know that this house is worth the amount that we're about to submit. Because I need to know that I'm helping my buyer make a good investment. Because, as I say, buying a house, I don't care if you call yourself an investor, a homeowner, or what. If you buy real estate, you're an investor. So I need to make sure that you are making a good investment. So I'm going to pull comps first. And then we're going to have a discussion, and I'm going to leave it up to my buyer. Then I'm going to pull county taxes, because a lot of buyers don't realize if you're approved for $300,000, let's say you're approved for $500,000, that is your starting point. But you don't want to be house poor, and two, that's only your starting point. If you go to an area where taxes are high and you got that $500,000 approval, you may no longer be approved, because once they input those taxes, it might change your DTI, debt to income ratio. And I'm gonna do a segment on words that I should know as a first-time home buyer, like a first-time home buyer dictionary, so y'all can understand some of those words. But that's my step. Those are my steps for submitting offers. So I'm doing that this morning. And then I just got a call from one of my investors for one of my listings, because I usually start my investment from start to finish. I'm going to find them a house. I'm going to give them my suggestions on things I think they should do to the house to appeal to the market. They don't always listen. And then I'm going to do whatever I can do to help them sell that property really quickly. So a couple of my investors just called me and said they are ready, that the house is done and they're ready to pull the trigger. So I'm going to do a walkthrough and just make sure everything is on point so that I can hire the photographers to go in and take pictures. So I'm doing that today. I'm going back to the county on my commercial deal, because we're having the county is giving us a little tough time, not because of us. Let me tell y'all something. Real estate is a crazy business. Start to finish is just, it can get crazy. Relationships are so important in real estate. So the seller for the property that we were scheduled to close next week done pissed off the county. Has nothing to do with us. Nothing. He did this about 3 years ago, went there and pissed them off. So now he's trying to sell. What y'all think the county's doing? Are they making it easy for him? Do they care that we have nothing to do with it? Nope. Because at the end of the day, and it's not fair, it shouldn't go like that, but relationships are important. They feel like he's trying to sell the seller, he's going to make money, I guess. So they are giving us a hard time. So I'm going back to the county and I'm going to get this resolved today. I'm going to get some answers today, because we're not doing that. Yep. Have y'all been watching my Georgia pool tours? Y'all got to stay tuned, because I have found some really nice houses with pools. I won't say the best homes. I'm going to do a segment separately for that. Like one where I find the best outdoor pool oasis and best outdoor pools in Georgia. But that's not what this is for, because I wanted to find pools in all price points. Not everybody wants a pool, but a lot of people want a pool. And I want people to see that they can possibly have a pool if that's what they desire at our price points. So are you going to get a $300,000, $250,000 house with an indoor pool and it has all the bells and whistles? Probably not. But if a pool is something that you want and that you desire to have, if you can get a $250,000 house, $275,000 house, already with in-ground pool, and we're gonna say that pool probably costs, if it's a nice in-ground pool, maybe $40,000 or $50,000. If they already have that pool in the backyard, so you have your home, because you don't really care about the big house, but you know you wanted a pool and it needs to be affordable. If you can get that in-ground pool, and then if backyards are more important to you, you just slowly start improving your outdoor space, then it works. So I'm going to show you, so tomorrow, the homes that I'm going to show you, and normally I'll show one, but tomorrow I'm going to show you three, because all three of these houses are under $285,000, all with in-ground pools. So that's what we're going to be looking at tomorrow. And I won't say that all three of them have the most beautiful backyards with pools, but they have pools. And I think that's a saving within itself if you desire a pool, because pools are expensive. Pools are expensive. So I'm excited about that. And then, so I decided to I got to keep y'all engaged. So high end, medium, like over $1 million. And then we might hit like 450 to 700,000. Then I'm going to drop below 300,000 and under with pools, so that I can show everybody that they can have a pool if that's what they want. So it's been a long time since I used to come on live all the time, because I didn't know how to record any other way. But your girl been learning how to record. So now I don't have to pop on here to record my videos just to save them. Like, I didn't even care how many people joined. Like now, I think it might be early I'm learning how to work on my Instagram because, of course, y'all know the kids and my nieces and my younger friends and followers have been teaching me, because I just realized recently that I was posting private. So I'm wondering why I'm posting these great videos with all this education and not a lot of people. Only the people that follow me we're seeing them and kind of still are. So I'm working on that. I'm learning to put my hashtags and proper times to post and to stop putting watermarks and different things like that I've learned because I've been educating myself with the proper way to post. But now that I'm on here today, I still like doing videos on Instagram because I perfected it. Like, I know how to do my lighting. I know how to position my cameras. Like, look. Oh, y'all can't see it. See this? I'm being fancy with it too. So I'm gonna get to work because I got to submit an offer. I need to reach out to an agent because I already did my research, and I need to call and discuss with him where my client likes to land this offer. I like to reassure him that if he accepts my client's offer, that we're going to closing, because my client is not pre-qualified, he's pre-approved. And that's it. That's it. Did I tell you that I'm also certified in commercial real estate now? So I've always done some commercial real estate. I think I closed my first commercial deal maybe 6 years ago. So I've always done some commercial. And of course, I've owned commercial businesses, not the real estate. So it's taught me a lot about commercial, but now I am RCT certified with Coldwell Banker. What's that mean? Is the residential recognition with commercial certification. So I can do both. Certified to do both because I've always done them. So now y'all are going to see me doing more commercial. Commercial space is a whole different ball game. This deal I'm working on today is commercial. The one I'm going to the county for. Because like I said, so residential, as I mentioned before, I'm checking comps. I'm checking county taxes. I'm doing digging deep in other ways to make sure that it's a good investment. Now with this commercial real estate, I need to check rent rolls. I need to see leases. I need to see if your tenants are really paying on time. If it's one of those commercial spaces that rents individual units like the one that I'm working on now, because that's important. So that's more important with commercial spaces. You know, the rent rolls, the leases, certificate of occupancy, things like that. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. But I'm going to log off because I don't want my video too long, because I want to save it. And I've also learned that Instagram and all these social media sites don't really push it if your video is too long. So thanks for joining me this morning. I'll tap back in later. And don't forget to stay tuned for part 3 of my Georgia pool tours, because I'm going to show you a really nice pool today. Thank you.